Hello, everybody. Sorry, I was just on the motorcycle, like riding through the rain, so I look kind of crazy. So tomorrow, June 17th, that's Monday, is gonna be the highlight of the full moon. So I've been working on my manifestation list today, and wanted to talk a bit about it. With manifestation, your thoughts are the language of the brain, and your feeling is the secret to the language of your body. So your thoughts and your feelings become your state of being, your frequency. The life you want is energy. The healing, the love, the house, it's all energy. And there is a quantum field of all the things you want. They're there. And it's like you can know what you want, but then your brain is pushing it out. It's like out of despair or frustration, and thus creating your life, because the brain wants to focus only on your present reality. The moment you start loving yourself and loving your life is the moment that you manifest the life that you love. That's the moment the universe gives it to you. We think the problem is who we are. We think that we need to rearrange who we are. So if your wish is to be something other than who you are, your conscience is already in a state of failure, that you're not good enough. And you are. The universe would not have created you, and you wouldn't be alive in this moment to experience all the abundance and success that life has to offer. The universe is not here to punish you. It only responds to your frequency. You wouldn't be here, and you're meant to hear this. Most of the problem with manifestation is you know what you want, but then you wish you were someone other than who you are. You have exactly what you need, and your uniqueness is your truth. You have to retrain your brain so that your words and feelings match your desires. So I'm gonna get in tune with this whole God thing. Just listen with an open mind. When we think about prayers to God, here's the danger in that, for praying for what you want. Because most people pray like, please God, help me. Please, I need money. I need this. I need that. And then you start bartering. Like, if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. Like, I'll go back to church or, whatever. And it's very difficult to get anything you want in this way, which is why so many people feel frustrated with their prayers and feeling as they've been unheard or unanswered, because you're operating from a state of consciousness that, one, you're separate from God, and two, being separate from what you want. If God is out there in the sky somewhere and you're like, hey God, can you come help me? And there's this thing over there, like, can you bring that with you? Like, what you want actually wants you. Like, what I want wants me. Everything is energy, and there's only one originating energy. You can call it God, Jesus, Allah, Spirit, Goddess, consciousness. You could call it Mike if you wanted it to. It doesn't matter what you call it. Like Alan Watts, who's just an amazing man, says you can't get wet by the word water. Because it's not the word, it's the energy system behind it. You are just this little protoplasm of intelligence, your DNA of what you'd look like, your skin, your eye color, everything. What is the energy that spins the planets and the stars perfectly, that created this beautiful solar system that allowed your heart to beat right now? You're not going to be like, hey heart, I need you to keep beating. You have to tell your lungs, hey, I need you to breathe. Because you don't have to remind your body to just work. We're at this perfect distance for life on Earth. But this energy created everything, but it's just different frequencies. Like, think of the dial on a radio. You got like 89.9 and 91.1. You can call it sound, but there's just different frequencies of sound. Each radio station is a different frequency of sound. So like us, we're all different manifestations of God. We're this divine intelligence of energy, and manifestation is about tapping into those frequencies. So that money you want, that job, house, car, that love you want, you're already one with it. You're just a different frequency of it. And like the Bible, they say, the kingdom of heaven is within. And that's the truth. Because everything within you is God. You know, so Mike is right there within you. It's within everyone around you. Thanks, Mike. The more you believe you have, the more you will receive. And people pray about what they don't have. So the consciousness is already separate from working the miracle of God. I mean, we are spinning through infinite space and time perfectly around the sun. It created every cell in your body. The miracle working presence is within me. Life is magical. We are the miracle. We are the extension of this energy. It is forever expanding of infinite abundance. The love you want wants you. You know, you're expressing from a place of lack and speaking it into existence. Like God, you don't see it with your eyes to feel it in your heart. If you need to see it with your eyes, you're gonna keep waiting. If you need to see it, look in the mirror at yourself. Go outside and look at the trees, the plants, the animals. If you keep saying, I don't have it, we stay in that. Just take a deep breath and know you already are one with what you want, the perfection of the universe. It's like, well, I didn't ask for financial instability, but it's our consciousness of it. Every cell in your body is the manifestation of love, of happiness, perfection, abundance. It wants you. You have to speak it for it to become so. If you continue to pray out of assumption that what you want doesn't want you, you will continue to attract that. Prayers are wanting something in your life that doesn't currently exist. And you need to start thinking of prayer as an expression of gratitude for what you already are, what you already have. You have it in your spiritual DNA. Like, thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for all of this. And now, then you're ready to receive it. And that's where I was a few months ago, and I was so grateful and mindful, and I was really in tune with myself, and everything I was wanting was happening. And I'm getting back to that place. I'm getting out of my lack mindset. And it's, it's been like this for like 2 months now, but it was like the more and more, because then I kept going down that downward spiral. And that's what happens. Then you slip into anxiety and depression. And you're thinking like, I don't have all this stuff that I need. And I'm getting back to a state of abundance. And I will have everything I need. I have everything I need right now. The love, the stability, everything. So with this June full moon, which is also called the strawberry moon because it coincides with the strawberry harvest. There's also like European traditions of the mead and honeymoon and rose moon. It's gonna be in Sagittarius, and that sign is known for the love of adventure. It's gonna be one of the happiest and more meaningful of this year. And it's being influenced by Jupiter, and I posted pictures of Jupiter and 4 of its moons, and it's so close to Earth right now. It's just fantastic. And if you've been feeling fatigued and everything this week, there's been solar flares, geomagnetic storms. It messes with all kinds of stuff. And this full moon is going to bring a sense of abundance and optimism for like the next 2 weeks. So use that to your advantage. You know, your intuitions and your enthusiasm will be heightened, and you can feel like a surge of curiosity and just downloads in the form of intuition. And the best way to channel this is to keep an open mind to the new adventures of life that it's currently offering us. You know, and while keeping ourselves from like overdoing or, you know, overthinking the result. The full moon is when the veil is lifted and the lines between reality and fantasy can get easily blurred. We are beautiful stardust. Get that mind right. Speak out and write down what you want in your life. What it's in your life. Let me know if these work for you. I'd love to know. You also have to remember that if there was some house you wanted, job, relationship you wanted, and you didn't get it, then that's the universe telling you that it was not good enough and it did not match your dream. It's also telling you that it has something better and more worthy of you. Something better is coming, and you are allowed to be excited about it. Love you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm always posting new videos as my brain is always churning. Oh, the neighbor's baby sad. I don't know. Yeah, please subscribe, like, comment, notify bell. Definitely share with me your experiences of this strawberry moon. If you guys ever want to talk to me directly, you can always email me at nissa2scoops@gmail.com. So yesterday, things were not going well, at all. I was so mad. I was so frustrated with everything, and we ended up going to the Hideout Kava Bar where I spend a lot of time. That's my family there, and everybody's been so worried about me, and I appreciate them so much. That I went and laid down on the couch, and I just started crying, and I realized, I caused this. And by doing so, that gives me my power back. Realizing you're creating this life every moment of it, whether you realize it or not. You're projecting these things with your thoughts, your words, your feelings, your actions and non-actions. And so by doing so, I was just like, I did this. I caused this. I am exactly where I am because of me. And that felt so sad, but also empowering. So my manifestation from then on was, how can I think differently? How can I make this go differently? I want things to go back how they were, a few months ago, like happiness, joy, being in myself. So, I started meditating again, heavier and deeper, and doing my yoga and working on loving me. And I just wanted him to realize what he was losing. Like, I have to fix myself instead of trying to control somebody else's free will. And so that's what I did. And somehow the horrible day turned around to him realizing little things that, he would do, and it would just roll over me, And he's just like, I know I hit him. Like, wow, I didn't notice that before. Like, how he's never introduced me to anybody. Like, say we're around something, he doesn't introduce me. I'm just like this shadow that follows him around, And I ended up saying a new person had come in. We went out somewhere else, and they were like, oh yeah, I'm here with my boyfriend. Didn't say anything about me. I'm like, okay, that's straight one. And then a new person came in, and they're like, okay, well, here's this person, this person, this person. Nothing about me. And I'm like, that's it. I was like, at that point, I'm like, do you even know my name? Do you know that I exist? You've never introduced me, blah, blah. And they're like, they thought about it and realized, wow, I do that. And he ended up finally coming and sitting next to me in a long time. Put his arm around me and cuddled me and held my hand walking back, and cuddled, watched Ancient Aliens, and it's just a really good night. And then we woke up today, and he thought to take me out to lunch or to brunch like we used to, and my heart just exploded out of my chest, but I would not let him see how excited I was. So I was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. So I was like, eee. And then we had this really awesome lunch. I just know that working on you will always show to others. You can see it. You can feel it. You can feel the energy coming off of it. Just think about that.